This is all dead barkless oak, all this. Look at it, his mouth is hanging open. This is incredible. Let's go to the next spot.
Oh.
Today on In the Woodyard, I'm with Tony. We're heading up to the Logging Expo in Escanaba.
Yep.
We're gonna go look at a whole bunch of equipment. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna come along for the ride. So here we go.
Or maybe we're not gonna do that.
We're not? Why not?
Maybe not. Why don't you show them what we found?
On the way to the expo, this is what we found. I think we're in Wood Heaven.
I think we died and went to Wood Heaven.
We're in Wood Heaven. We got stuff to show you. Here we go. So we could not drive by. We saw this. And
oh my God! We were on automatic. That steering wheel just turned right in.
Slammed the brakes on, and the truck just turned right in. It's right off of Highway 41, and we're in Peshtigo, correct? And the name of the company is
Frank's Logging and Excavating. It's a
but they also have
family-owned business.
Yeah, family-owned business. They also have a Firewood depot, so that must be another one of their trucks. I mean, another one of their businesses that they have. And they have several semis here loaded, and they drive. We talked to the owner's daughter inside. I think she runs the place basically.
Yep.
Jen. And she said they sell to Chicago primarily. It goes down to Chicago.
Market.
But the amount of wood here is mind-boggling. I mean, there's got to be thousands and tens of thousands of cords here.
Absolutely.
We're going to walk around and show you. And what's interesting is when we were talking to her, she said they have 50
employees.
50 employees. And they've got quite the operation. They've only been doing firewood, she said, for about 7 years.
Yeah.
But there's acres and acres and acres of these piles we're going to walk around and show you. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it, have you?
No. It's great to be in the center of glory.
And we went in and asked for permission if we could do some video. She said, sure, go right ahead. We're like, yes. So I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy this. So we're going to show you some piles. So this is mind-boggling. We just walked a little bit here, and the piles they have, the cones they have, just like Skidder Kev has on his channel.
Exactly.
They got them piled up, and then we're on a hard pack here. This is gravel, so the stuff just sits right on the ground. They don't stack anything. They don't waste any time. But I'm just going to do a pan here and show you guys the piles they have. It's just absolutely incredible. I mean, it's pile after pile after pile after pile. And then it goes that way, probably another quarter mile.
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna have nightmares about this.
Nightmares?
Oh, this is just incredible. So yeah, they got machines running. As we're walking, it's everywhere. Everywhere, and the raw materials here.
Look at how tall those piles are.
Yeah, they got
logs.
Yeah.
8-foot logs.
And they use Ponzi equipment for their logging. We're gonna go over to the processor in just a minute here. Guys, got a processor running. Yeah, this looks like this is all ash. This is all cherry. And then behind it, I can see there's oak back there. This is just one of the areas. We didn't even get over to the far side over there. We're just walking around with our mouths hanging open.
It's unbelievable.
We'll go over to
something in our backyard and we never knew about it.
Yeah, we're not what? We're 40 minutes from home?
Exactly.
We're gonna go over to the guy that's processing firewood right now. We're gonna go show you that. So we're going over to the processor right now, and he's processing wood. And this whole pile here is cherry. I thought I had a lot of cherry.
You have nothing in comparison.
That's probably 20 truckloads right there. But look at how neat and clean everything is here. They got everything cleaned up here. This is all ash. But right now he's running cherry, it looks like. You can see. You got the elevator with the multi-tech. Oh no, this is oak here.
What an operation.
Unbelievable. So here they have a self-service rack here. Now what does this look like to you, Tony? What kind of size do you think this is? It looks like a half of a face cord.
It looks like a half, yeah.
Because it's about 2
And
feet
then they
wide
have-
by about 6 feet. But
Right.
there's-
And then they have these small ones for
and,
15.
and right here is $95. This must be a full face cord right here.
Yeah, that's got to be.
And that's a half of a face cord.
Yep.
So 65 bucks. And then 38 and then $15. And this is all ash here. Oh yeah, these are little sections here.
Yeah, $15.
15. So yeah, good prices. But the place is really neat and clean and organized.
Everything here is
Let's walk over to the other mountains over here. This is like the foothills of the Rockies.
Exactly.
Or like the Rockies. Unreal. So she was telling us they sell logs too. I mean, they're loggers. So the firewood thing they've only been doing for what she say 7 years now.
Yeah.
And they sell
They
down
will
to Chicago.
travel, she said, for about an hour, hour and a half from this location.
Yeah. So yeah, they do some delivery too. So if she's interested in selling us. Now that I can see, that's all cherry right there. You can see it by the color
Both
of it.
of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, those next two are also our cherry.
And as you can see, it is seasoned wood over here.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then they've got more and
Another
more.
processor.
Yep, and they got another one here. This is a multi-tech. So yeah, this is a machine that's been used. Yeah, that's a big boy there. And then here, this is all red oak right here, fresh cut. Right now they're unloading. Oh, see, they're loading from a truck to a truck to haul it. Yeah.
Look at how far back that goes. Another
Yeah,
quarter of a mile.
Yeah, it goes way back. We're just kind of on the edge yet here, so we got long ways to walk yet. This here's all ash, this whole pile. And they're just transferring, probably taking a load to deliver to someone else, I'm guessing. That right there, that's all cedar. I wonder how big of a pile of cedar this is, or if it's just the end. Oh, this is all cedar. All this is cedar. Holy smokes, look at this whole pile of cedar.
Wow.
They must sell that for bundles or for kindling campfire wood. Tony, just
20 feet tall?
go back over there. Just give you guys an idea how big these piles are. Tony, you look like a little boy.
I wish.
You wish you were a little boy. And then here, this is all barkless stuff, looks like, or some of it. Oh, it's just a mix of oak. Yeah, so we're just walking down between the piles here. Nice and cool in here, isn't it?
Oh, it smells so good.
Yes, it does. And then over on this side, this is all dead barkless oak, all this. Look at it, his mouth is hanging open. This is incredible. Let's go to the next spot.
Oh.
Yeah, this right here was worth the trip.
Absolutely.
This might be the highlight of the whole event. Although it'll be cool seeing all the other stuff. So yeah,
Definitely.
we're about halfway through. We've just been walking steady
Look
here.
at their cookie pile.
Yeah, here's their cut-off cookie pile. So I wonder what they do with their cookies. So look at, they got 3 more machines over here. So that means they've got 4 processors I counted so far, right? Or is it 5?
I counted 5 now with these
5 processors. That's amazing. Well, let's walk over here and check out this one. Look at here, this is more cherry. Looks like they got all the cherry in the.
Of cherry.
I think they got all the cherry in the state. See how they got a cement platform here?
Look at the kindling.
Yeah, yeah. go down this way. This is all birch here. It just keeps going and going and going. This is absolutely, absolutely amazing. So now we're in another area here. So here we've got all birch. Yeah, these are all birch piles here. This is 10 times bigger than I thought it was.
Oh my gosh, it just keeps going.
It's acre,
How many
acre,
acres do they
acre
have
after
here?
acre after acre. So this again is all birch here. And then this pile, all these piles back here,
Right there.
it's all
And
birch.
it goes further back now.
Yeah, we still got a ways to go. We've been walking for about an hour now.
It seems that
Seems
way.
that way. Oh, and this here looks like all ash. Oh, and then there's mixed stuff here. That's all mixed. But it looks like they separate their species for the most part. And yeah, this is, oh no, that's all maple there. That's maple and birch mixed. So there is some mixed piles.
But you can tell how they're all seasoned now.
Yep, yep. This is the real
Yes.
business, not this little little weenie business like my brother Kenny would say. A little weenie businesses like we have. And we're still not to the back yet. We're still walking.
Getting close.
Unbelievable. More maple here. And then over on the left here, this looks like all ash again. Logs waiting to be processed.
But you notice one thing they don't have here?
What's that?
Sawmill.
And there's no chainsaws.
Exactly.
No chainsaws, no sawmill. So yeah, there's a lot of wood here. There, so from where we're standing, this is like the end of their wood yard. You can see there's an old railroad track right there. But their main building is way down by that flag. You can just barely see down there. So we've walked past, I don't know, they must be on, what'd you guess? This must be acreage-wise, there might be a 40 acres here.
That's very possible.
40 acres of cut wood and split wood, and it makes what we're doing look like we should just go home and crawl in a
Exactly.
corner. Unreal. Yeah, these piles are huge. Here, hold this back up once. Look at the size of these piles that they have.
Man,
I mean,
you're awfully small.
I'm a little boy.
Not what your wife says, but
I'm awfully small, like you said. Oh. So here they got their bin set up so they can just scoop it. This is all cherry, all this. It's all cherry here. So would you think that they're putting this here so they can scoop it up to be loaded, to be sold? This is probably from piles that maybe have already been seasoned in their cones.
it looks like it.
Because it looks
so
to me,
well organized
yeah.
here with the way they separate it.
It's very well organized, very clean, very neat. Here they got mats over here.
Yeah.
Some of their logging, you see they got some mats over here. These right here are like $1,000 a piece.
Wow.
Or more. I mean, it could be more. Franks, they put their names on them, they burn it in. So this is some good stuff here. That's for when they go into wet areas so they can not impact the ground. They can drive on those big oak mats. And we're heading back down over to the processor. It looks like everything they have is used.
Why don't we go on that
Yeah,
side?
yeah.
We didn't go there.
We'll check that out too. Here's their sawdust bin where it gets shot right in here from there. Looks like all multi-tech. This is a new machine here. Unreal. We are small children in a man's world.
Kid in the candy store is all I can say.
And then they sell all of their mulch that is just bark. They sell, look at this. I throw this out.
And they're selling.
They're selling all of it.
Well, there's a new market for us.
Jeez. Yeah, well. And then all
And more cookies.
this is all their cookies and cutoffs over here. And they're aging a lot of their logs right into piles. You know, they probably have it there for 2-3 years like this before they process it, so it's probably pretty dry by the time they even cut it. And then they got it in their cones probably for another year, so I can see where you go big, where you can buy your raw materials years in advance. Let it sit, dry, let it season in the log form, especially your faster drying stuff like your birch, your maple.
Here's some Kenny logs.
Yeah, look at Kenny size stuff. I'm sure to them that's junk. That's like looks like white pine. But I mean, they're drying their stuff for years before they're cutting it, and then once they process it, let's go over this way past the pile here where they've got chips. But they have it in their piles then for a long time. Wow. I just can't even imagine his payroll.
50 people with all this equipment.
50 employees, and if you just take just an average, say $50,000 a year per person, his payroll's a couple $1 million. I mean, $3 million probably. Just the payroll.
Yeah.
Let alone the machines and the land, and unreal. So what do you?
Puts a perspective on
Yes.
our little businesses.
What do you think of Wood Heaven here?
I'm in awe.
They have their own fuel tank for diesel brought in.
I mean, we've seen some logging operations around us, but I've not seen anything.
I've never seen anything.
But then
even
again, I've never stopped in like we did now and just
asked. Yeah.
asked.
Yeah. Unbelievable. So I hope you enjoyed that. We sure did. So we're here with the owner. This is actual
One of the owners.
Eugene, one of the owners, Frank. This is the guy. This is the guy that did all of this. And he's a Vietnam vet, and he was just telling us some scary stories, which is like, wow, you have no idea what he went through. But we're going to talk about wood. So you started your business because you were working at in a mill and it shut down?
Working at Badger Paper Mill for 23 years, and they shut down on April 15th of 96. In September of 96, we incorporated. My son and I he had a business. I had sold him on a land contract, and I bought back into it, and we always logged. And we started a two-man team, and from there we grew.
It's great being in the woods, isn't it?
Love every minute of it.
So now you do actual logging on your own land, or do you do cuts for people, or just wherever?
Wherever. We probably travel 8 counties, state, federal, private,
So
lots.
now, that's just amazing. So, and you got 50 employees, your daughter said.
Oh, I think it's more like 70.
Jeez.
I think there's 13 crews with processors out
Wow.
cutting.
And then this is your only place you do the firewood, though.
Correct.
Is your firewood place?
Correct.
And your daughter said you sell most of this down in the Chicago market. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's where the real money is too, in the big city, isn't it?
Yeah, they're crazy down there.
Yeah, we're not city guys either.
No.
So
Oh, okay.
most of the people that watch our channel are just like us. They want to be out in the woods and want to be left alone.
I mean, with a chainsaw in your hand, there's nothing better. I mean,
Nope.
my
I
knees
know.
are getting bad, and I got like trigger finger now. I can't, but I can still run a saw. I love cutting trees, but I can't do it as.
So I got a real important question
Oh,
for you.
yes.
Are you a still guy or a husky guy?
We got husky and Johnson Reds.
Oh, really?
One steel in the family.
Oh, okay. He's a still guy. I'm a
Okay,
husky guy.
okay.
Although I've ran his stuff. The new 500 is really nice.
Oh, is
Isn't
it?
nice? But you heard those?
We'll find out on Friday.
Yeah. Oh, there's going to be one there apparently.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I heard. Yeah, there'll be one to look at. We'll be able to fondle it, so that'll be neat. We'll get to show you guys it. But Husqvarna's coming out with 2 new saws. They're going to have a 585 and a 592, so that'll be pretty interesting. So they're supposed to be super high tech, fast, everything. So that'll be interesting. So with your business now here, what's your busy time of year? Is it just all year round?
All year. We got 4 saws cutting. We never stop.
Your processors never
Correct.
stop. Wow. You
And
got
it-
multi-techs.
Right, and then we had one sub that helped us out last year, so we
Oh,
had
really?
5. So I mean, it's
So now with
we
your
run out of room. I mean, we
Yeah,
don't, we
yeah.
don't have enough room.
So now you're buying your logs ahead of time, right? In bulk, and you let them sit for a year or two and then cut them?
No, it depends. If it goes in a pile, they can unload it. We just let it dry for 6 months or so.
Yep.
But the stuff that's in the pile, they can cut that and put it right on a trailer.
Right. And that stuff you got in your cones, how long does that sit?
That's like 6 months.
Yeah, and that's pretty dry by then?
Oh, yeah.
And by coning it, the water kind of sheds itself,
Yeah,
right?
and it airs out. We used to put it in big piles and push it up, but then it was black inside, so you learn, you know.
Oh, yeah, the cones are way to go.
You need to air.
Yep, and so those are 6 months, and you just scoop them up, and then you sell them. And then when you're selling in bulk like that, you just know how much your trucks are going to hold.
He's got a clicker in his the front end loader, and he puts in so many scoops, and that's 32 face cords on a load.
Cool, interesting.
How many acres do you have here?
I don't even know. Maybe maybe 20.
Oh, that's all. It seems bigger.
Yeah.
It seems bigger. How's your aim doing there?
Good.
Are you good on us? Okay. Because it looks like you're aiming down. Just.
Nope, I got your head.
So are you going to just keep going till the day you drop?
I would like to. I mean, it wouldn't be anything better than that.
I'm the same way.
I mean, I couldn't go home and watch TV. I did pick up fishing. This group called the Healing Patriots. They take people with PTSD,
Sure.
firemen, policemen, EMTs, veterans. About 4 years ago, I got hooked up with them, and they took me as a candidate. And now I help and support them.
Neat.
I mean, they do an excellent job.
Yeah, you're the right guy.
I mean, I'm doing more fishing now than I ever did.
And how old are you now?
71.
That's a good start.
Spring chicken.
Yeah, it's a good start. Yeah, you're doing good. I'm the same way that you're talking about. I like what I do. I own 2 small businesses, plus I do this YouTube thing. I own a photography business, and I do firewood just on the side for fun. I just love it. And so I've always wanted to be outside, so I started this YouTube channel all about firewood. When we drove past your place, we thought, we're stopping.
Oh, yeah?
So this is like the biggest operation I've seen. Are you the biggest around in the state? I would think. Got a load of oak going on.
Firewood.
Not sure on that.
Not sure. Do you know John Corner? Corner?
Yep. Down in the Appleton area.
Yep, he's the guy I buy a lot of my stuff from.
Oh,
but your daughter says I should buy from you.
He cuts a lot of pine. He's in a pine.
Yeah, well, he owns a lot of pine. Yeah, he owns
plantations. Yeah.
He owns 54 tree farms.
Okay.
His biggest one is 3,200 acres and all the way down to 40 acres. So he buys a lot of land and cuts a lot of his own stuff.
Right.
But he sells a lot to paper mills, so it's fine.
Right, the pulp.
But I've been buying a lot of dead standing oak from him. And I just got a load of cherry in. But so what do you sell the most of?
Oh, I would have to say oak is probably our biggest, and then the birch, and then cherry would be after that, and we got some hickory,
and then any ash too, or
ash. We get that in our what we call our mixed, like you're looking at ash here. Most of it's ash.
Yeah, ash is nice because it's everywhere.
It dries so
fast,
quick.
Yeah. And there's a lot of it right now, and it's going to last for 2-3 years, and then there's none.
Yeah, like the elm.
Yeah, it's like the elm. Yeah.
Now you have cookies and your cutoffs and that. What do you do with those?
We sell a lot of that by the scoop.
So to people for boilers or something, or just campfire, or just you don't care what they do with it?
We've had people with crafts come and get the.
Oh, sure.
I mean, it's amazing what they can think of to make out of that.
And you sell your sawdust, you sell your scrap, you sell everything.
Animal bedding and stuff like that.
No, well, the sawdust goes for the bedding.
Yeah. Wow. That's
and then we got
amazing.
an outdoor boiler, oil, wood, so we burn a lot of cutoffs. When it gets real cold, then we switch it to our wood. Otherwise, we burn oil in the fall when you just need to take the coolness off.
Right.
We got the in-floor heat.
Did you have any idea that you would have this kind of a business when you started?
I would have never dreamt it in 100 years.
And was it?
And then when my son and I went up to buy the business from this guy up in Stevenson, he had birch sitting in the piles, and it had all mushrooms sitting on the end. I said, "What do you do with that?" "Oh, they love that in Chicago." I mean, it's just like mush, So when we started, we put it in piles and dried it, and then you hit it together, it clicks, I couldn't believe that we got his customers, we bought all his equipment, and then how it grew. I could not believe how it grew.
Yeah, there was that same thing when I started about 7 years ago, just for something to do on the side.
And this year, I think it'll be better yet because of the price of fuel.
People that watch my channel are pretty much like us.
Yeah.
There's not too many tree huggers. As a matter of fact, I always have a message for the tree huggers.
Well,
I ask them one question: What do you wipe with?
No, very good.
That kind of solves it right there.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. Well, thanks a lot, Frank. That was awesome talking to you. Thanks for your service too. That's great. Very good.
Wipe your chin from drool.
Yeah, I'm wiping the drool off my chin right now. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the expo tomorrow morning, because that's where we're headed. It'll be fun. We'll see more big equipment. Between now and then, get outside, get cutting. Good night.
Good night, Irene.